It is safer to carry a weapon than trust the law to save you. Yeah, I know. America is bedlam. It is actually under attack. Crime is out of control, except no, it's not. I've told you this already. This is a big part of what I talked about for the past 2 years at this point. That, like, there is a crime panic that was instilled upon the population by mainstream news, local news in general, and this panic was greatly overblown. Here it is. Here is one of the consequences of said panic. 77% of Americans believe crime increased last year, according to a Gallup survey released last month. Yet homicides were down in 2023 significantly, and other forms of violent crime, rape, aggravated assault, and robbery are also set to see a decline according to preliminary FBI data. But it doesn't really matter, because even educated people who are running for office, like Chunk Yogurt, who have dedicated their entire lives to covering politics and news from a progressive perspective, have fallen for the reactionary framing of crime. Will these people go back and look at the data and potentially change their minds, or will they double down in the most cult-like mentality, cult-like attitude possible? It's probably the second thing. Looking at the trends, at least, it's probably most likely the second thing and not the first. Don't care, still voting for Cenk, but just something to consider here. Even without mass shootings, people in households with guns are more likely to be victims of gun violence than people in households without. Yes, once you get to a certain age, you'll make a reactionary heel turn too. I don't foresee myself doing that, because the reality is, I think I've gotten less reactionary over the course of many, many years. I've become more progressive. We can end this now. It's not too late. Cenk-san. Cenk has done it. You will too. Sure. I think it is likely for people to become more reactionary. People can become more reactionary as they get older, but that's not a rule. However, sir, if you're not a liberal when you're young, you have no heart. If you're not a conservative when you're older, you have no brain. But the older I get, the more I realize how dumb that really is. Yeah. The thing is, it's not a matter of like generational politics for many issues, and more so about grounding your worldview in materialist analysis. Once you get hit with the dialectical materialism gun, the laser beam, it's pretty hard to move away from that. You start seeing everything from that template, and that's precisely what I do. And in many instances, no matter what you consider reactionary politics, in many instances, my analysis lands me on the progressive side of issues. That's it. He's right. You will buy a second house. Yeah, of course. Could you define dialectical materialism for me, please? Never fully understood it. You know who actually explained it perfectly? The center-left podcaster, Adam Friedland, to Barstool's very own Dave Portnoy.
Recognize that it is wrong, kind of, essentially, to create wealth without creating anything.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, then what? I'm a socialist now.
You love Bernie.
I do like Bernie Sanders. I don't like his politics, but I like him.
Why not?
Like socialist would mean like,
what?
Let's give everybody equal everything, and
no.
Like, what does it mean?
It means that people have a say in the means of production, and it means that you view history in terms of allocation of resources.
I don't understand.
In a simple sense, you just view history in terms of who has shit and who doesn't have shit.
Yeah, I mean, history is written by the winners. Is that another way of saying that?
No.
Oh, okay, then I still don't know what you're saying.
I'll say it this way. Are you willing to endorse Medicare for all, once and for all, right now?
Medicare for all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone should have Medicare.
I think it just makes sense.
Yeah, I think people.
Everyone could go to school for free. Everyone could go to the library for free. If your house is burning, the fire department comes for free.
Correct.
You should go to the doctor.
So I'm a socialist now.
Yeah.
All right, if you say so.
I think you are.
Do I get to keep all my money?
No, you have to give it to...
Yeah, well, we're getting a little bit fucking hairy.
You have to give it to... I know a guy, my family works with him. Madoff, he's great.
Yeah, I almost...
Anyway, it's just like the rest of it is funny, humorous bits. But like there's some truth in there. He's very good. He described historical materialism fairly well. Idealism and materialism looked at as affecting each other rather than thinking everything is idealistic or materialistic. Annoying chatter alert, but historical materialism is the theory and dialectical materialism is the method. So we're historical materialists. Yes, that was historical materialism, but what about dialectical materialism? The Hegel shit is harder. Historical materialism as a theory is a perfect way to describe dialectical materialism, in my opinion. It's the best way to describe it. I'm not going to get into master-slave dynamics, but ultimately, looking at it from the perspective of haves and have-nots is a very easy way to describe it. Sonic explains dialectical materialism.
dialectical materialism?
Dialectic what? What's that, Tails? Some sort of science thingy?
This
Not exactly.
is terrible.
It's about the way you look at the world. Dialectical means you look at two opposing ideas.
Like me and Egghead.
Sure. And materialism means that the physical world is the basis of reality.
So dialectical materialism is...
It means the material conditions of the world you live in, like how products are produced and resources are distributed, shape the social relations within that society, and those social relations in turn then shape the material conditions of the world.
Huh?
People change world. World change people. Repeat.
There we go!
The idealistic notion of the world stems from believing that there are good people and bad people. There is obviously very different ways of looking at it, but in the most reductive terms, there's good people that do good things, and then there's bad people that do bad things. A materialist analysis of the world is that our entire world is developed with physical material reality, things that we consume such as commodities, and the way that we create said commodities. Okay? And our entire society is built around the relations we have to developing said commodities. Commodity is everything. It's just like this: food, shelter, something created to be consumed. Just put the Sonic and Tails video back on. Okay, we're done with the nerd stuff. All I got from that is I should steal some more used tires. Yes.
La 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 la, no DMCA, la la la.